Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? So I plan on dropping I probably drop 2 episodes of like animes back to back really quickly. And this one should be my one that maybe is the third one I drop really quickly, or maybe give it an hour in between. But I still have another show I want to watch, and it's Accelerator's own spinoff, and it's already been announced to be 12 episodes, so that's not that bad. But my whole thing is I just want to be able to watch these shows, and now they're all coming out on Friday, and it's kind of hard to watch them all, but I will watch them all, I swear. So, with this week's episode of Dr.Stone, we unlock the ultimate problem. Like, we just have screwed ourselves completely. So, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, it kind of needed to happen, right? Like, you can't just, what? He stopped me? You can't just have a world where, uh, everything always works out fine and there's no one that wants to be evil. Even though the guy who's being evil is being evil for a really stupid reason, in my opinion, because the things he says and then what he's going to do contradicts the things he's saying, right? Um, it it just kind of hurts his overall plot point to be like, oh yes, I want to destroy all the adults because they're tainted and this and that. But you got to remember the reason why you want to kill all these adults, the reason why you don't want all these adults to come out is because seemingly you're tainted, right? Um, this man has already taken the life of a human who was defenseless as a stone and could have had knowledge on how to raise up normal things that aren't technology, like farming, fishing, boating, kayak, any number of things he could have known. And because of our Mr. Strong, who can punch a tiger to death or a lion, it it's made clear that he doesn't understand what tainted means, right? Or at least his version of tainted is stupid. Um, and it makes sense. It's a really smart move on them because think about it. Now that time has done this, now that it's 3,700 years in the future and everything in the future got turned like back to primal because there was no humans to make the civilization continue to boom at the speed that it already was. So it went back in time, and so far, in fact, that even when lions and tigers supposedly see them, it's the first time they're seeing humans. I mean, besides maybe the stones and stuff that they have destroyed by maybe pushing them over or leaning up on them, and you know, you know how tigers and animals are. They like to lean on things in general. So I would not be surprised if they leaned on a human statue and straight up bodied like 5 people. Cats are the biggest killers of us stone people, man. But to be fair, seeing him go completely ham, seeing this guy just absolutely blow my mind when it comes down to his like tenacity, his overall physical form, and then his hunting abilities. This man is so ridiculous. He jumped from tree to tree and grabbed a bird out of the sky, breaking its neck before probably grabbing onto the branch that he needed to grab onto to live to even be able to eat said bird. So we're dealing with a very powerful dude, and to be fair, it almost seems as if whatever he's kind of plotting at this point just feels so. It feels very like dumb in my greatest opinion. But I mean, what kind of problems can they have in a world where like no one is supposedly a problem? Like You gotta make some type of problem, and the one problem they have is the first person outside of the two of them that they wake up, and that seemed kind of easy, but at the same time, what can they do to stop a lion punching human that also can run at the speed to run faster than boars who are scared for their lives, right? They're literally in escape mode, and probably have some of them have survived running away from lions and tigers and all this stuff. This man practically catches them all. He catches like two of them with both of his hands, like after chasing them down and running further than them, getting in front of them and stopping them. So we're looking at a ridiculous, ridiculous man. And it's just as they said, if he wants to be um, the king of all kings in this type of place, he already has become it because there's no guns. And that's the only way a man of science literally sees himself taking down this guy is with a gun. So with no guns and having spears made of wood and rock, and then you got, your some chemicals that you may have, they don't stand mildly a chance against this guy, right? They would get absolutely blitzed and destroyed. Mainly the science guy. The guy who's just the workhorse. He might take a couple of punches, but I don't think he could throw anything back remotely worrisome to this freak of nature. Just by the way, they've been talking him up and stuff. So the thing that kind of hurts my perspective on this whole ordeal is that um, where where does this go? You know what I mean? Like, we know that the science guy and the brute have bad blood towards each other's ideals already, right? And we already know that uh why he's literally he wanted to make a she sail necklace for his sister who was going through surgery. She loved the Little Mermaid, so he's going along the beach just grabbing random shells off the ground to then give to his sister. And for some reason, a guy took that as, oh, you're stealing, and beat him so badly that he was unrecognizable. And then he didn't get to even make the thing for his sister, who I'm guessing probably passed away in surgery, or we'll find out. I don't think he said she passed away in surgery, so um, we might see her, or maybe she'll be the saving grace. We have your sister. Please help us rebuild society. you know, I don't know, man. It just feels like they have built the final boss so high up that they would literally have to create some ridiculous technology to actually stand a chance in a fight against him. I mean, I'm talking you got to go past art like arrows and stuff. I mean, arrows travel pretty fast, but they might not travel faster than some of these animals that he's capable of running and catching up to. So that's already a problem, and I don't think they even understand remotely what they've gotten themselves into. When it comes down to actually just one of them don't understand because he's like, oh, he's such a good guy, he's so great. Like, yeah, he is pretty great until he becomes a threat, and that's the one thing he had been teasing. The science, or Dr. Stone has been teasing the whole freaking time. He had unlocked and watched this man punch a lion to death. He's like, yeah, we might have just unlocked our one true enemy. It's like, crap. So, I don't know. It seems like they know exactly what they're going to do and how he's going to be a villain, but I just don't see it now. Like, I don't see how he could lose with how they built him up, I guess I can say. Like, he's been put through the ringer on physical stuff. So I guess outsmarting him is their only best bet, right? I don't know. Just I don't want to be spoiled or anything, but this show is absolutely hype, and unlike some shows where I can just see where it's going, this is not one of them, and that's probably another reason why it's so hype to me is because I can't tell. So that's always fun for me to watch play out. But with that being said, everybody, hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I definitely hope to talk to you guys sooner than later. Either I'm going to drop out a video later tonight, or I might just save it for another day that has not as much anime on it because holy crap, did Friday just get loaded with some stars, some absolute all stars. Dan Machi, Fire Force, Dr.Stone, um, Accelerator, JoJo, Golden Wind still is not over. You know what I mean? Like, Friday is ridiculotes. So, thank you guys so much. I will be here talking to you very soon, hopefully. So, with that being said, peace.